Hello everyone, my name is Jenny. Welcome to my channel, Callie Jenny's Crafty Stitching. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but I do have quite the stack of painting fairy boxes here today. For this video, we are going to be taking a look at this one, but really quick, just want to say welcome. Thank you so much everybody for stopping by, hang out with me for a few moments, check out my video. I appreciate you. For anybody that's new, hope you will check out my playlist, and if you enjoy the videos, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. That way you will be notified when I do upload videos. For all the new subscribers that have joined recently, welcome so much to the family here. I appreciate each and every one of you, and of course to my returning friends and family who have been here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back, hanging out with me like you always do, and supporting me. Appreciate you all. All right. So in today's video, as I said, we are going to be going over this one. Now, this one is the painting fairy version of European Town. So for anyone who's been with me for a bit, you know I already had European Town. I've did a good chunk of it, but most of it still needs to be done, the majority. And I did get it, I believe it was in 14 count, but I got it through the Spring brand. So we're going to take a look at the difference between the Spring brand and the Painting Fairy brand. And now, to be fair, keep in mind I have had the Spring brand one for a little while. So, but we're going to take a look at that. You can check out the difference and we will go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and move these other boxes out of the way. These will be for another video. So give me one moment. All right, so I think what we'll do first, I think I'm going to set this to the side a little bit. First, we're going to take a look as a reminder of what the Spring brand one looks like that I've had. You know what? Really quick, because I almost forgot. As I am taping this, is Monday morning on Labor Day, so it is September 1st. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, and I've actually still been up since 3:45. Well, 3:30 really, because I was already awake. And we're already going to get cat bombed. Say hello, Starfire. Everybody say hello to Starfire. Look at it. Of course, she's going to lay right there. We will leave her there for a moment while we look at the website here. And again, as always, I apologize for any glare, but we do need to have our lights, especially at this time of day. All right, so this is the Painting Fairy website. Remember, it does say free shipping on all orders over $49. And as I always tell you, if a company does offer, any company offers free shipping over a certain amount, I try to wait until I have that much to order, so that way I'm getting products for that and not having to shell out money just to get it here. All right, and as you can see, they have all different categories that you can look into. They have their collection list, tools, cross stitch. They have PDFs as well as the stamped. I mean, you just scroll through. They have a lot to offer. You just have to go check them out. And excellent, excellent company. I love this company. And I will put links and everything in the description box down below, including my 5% off discount code, which is just Callie Jenny, to get you an additional 5% off, which doesn't seem like a lot, but obviously the more that you spend, the more money you're going to save. So, all right, so finally, we're going to have to move this kitty, and as you can see, they are just tearing up my table cover here. They're always jumping up here and snagging it with their nails. So let me go ahead and move her. So bye-bye. Bye-bye, Starfire. All right. Hopefully she will not continue to bug. All right, so to take a quick look at our spring brand. Now, the spring brand booklet came like this. Nice enough booklet for sure. Spring brand was one of my favorites for quite a long time, and I still really enjoy them. This is their booklet, what it looks like. Now, the one thing that frustrated me, though, was, again, just like with the Joy Sunday, it only has the chart for the paper pattern. It does not have the one for the canvas, and the canvas does not match the paper chart. Now, Spring Brand is usually really good about including both, but of all patterns, the big one that we really need to have it match, because we're going to be rolling it up, does not have the canvas chart. So that was very frustrating right from the get-go. And she's back. All right, I might have to put her away, but we're gonna try to keep moving on, and if I have to, I'll just put her away. All right, so let us take a quick look at the canvas. I do have it rolled up and clipped. Right, this one is an awkward size. Sometimes I have it in a frame, other times I do not. It's probably going to be hard to really show you all of it. Let me move this stuff. What I will probably do is insert a picture of them side by side, so that way you can get an idea. Look, at just goes on and on and on and on and on, and you just can't see it all. It's just, I'm still rolling. Look at that. This obviously is a huge canvas, and here I feel like I've gotten a good chunk done. When you look at this, I mean, I got a lot of this done between here and here. Let me try to zoom in a bit. Sorry for all the shadows, that's all the lighting. I probably could have waited till later. However, I am planning on taping several videos today. You know what, let me try doing this. See if that's better. But anyway, I did get a lot done in this area here. And then, of course, this is what the canvas looks like. And again, I will show you a side-by-side, so you'll be able to see the difference. All right, so now we remember what this one looked like. Let me kind of roll. You know what, I'm not even going to bother rolling it all back up, because we're going to be taking a look at it here. Just going to sit it out of the way for now. All right, so now we are going to get into our Painting Fairy box, which is always exciting. These boxes are always so beautiful. I love these boxes. And then, of course, on the back of them, they always have shows you the different stitches and how you do them. And of course, again, you can use your Google Translate to read everything, but basically they are telling you that their environmentally green certificate. They do use combed cotton for their fabric, which is excellent fabric. And they use like hypoallergenic ink for their dyes and everything, so you do not have to worry about being allergic. All right, so let's go ahead and get this box open and take a look. Oh, you know what? Let me zoom back up here. I feel like I'm off, probably because the kitty jumped up here and got everything off, but that's okay. And we're going to take a look at the Painting Fairy version of European Town, which I meant to point out on the Painting Fairy website. You know what? Let me grab it again really quick. Sorry, everybody. I meant to point it out to begin with. But you will see right here, they are still offering that at a special price of $19.90 for the European Town. Normally almost $40. And even the $40, honestly, is a really good deal, because this is a huge, beautiful kit. And I've seen it finished. It is gorgeous. All right. Now, this one, remember, is not going to come with the tool bag that it normally does in the burlap sack, because this is part 2 of that unboxing from my last boxing, where I showed you the mushroom house kit and all the goodies and stuff that I got. When you do an order from Painting Fairy, they do not put the tool kit in every single kit. They typically will put it in like that little drawstring burlap sack, and all the stuff will be in there, and it's always plenty. All right, so everything comes in this nice Ziploc bag. I'm going to take everything out. Okay, let's move this over here for a moment. We're going to take a look at our pattern here, which is in this nice snap sealed envelope. All right. Now again, what I do typically with these charts, I will show you in just a minute. First, let's take a look at that beautiful European town. It's so pretty. Look at that. Hopefully it's picking up well with the lighting being a little funky. But it's a gorgeous, this is such a gorgeous stitch. And I did get it again in 14 count. I find that 14 or 16 count is my favorite for stamped because of my eyesight. All right, so then with the Fairy brand, we do get our symbol legend. This one, I'm never sure how many colors it actually is. I can't really tell from this because this does say 71. However, they often have repeat colors for the different symbols. But you know what? I don't see any repeat colors. So I think there is 71 colors. You know what? Let me take a look at the Spring brand version and see how many colors it had, because I don't remember. Let's see. All right, so this one, see, this one only has 66 colors. That's interesting that this one has 71. And again, I'm looking to see if there's any duplicates, but I'm not seeing any duplicates on this one like I do sometimes. So I think we actually have 71 colors in this one. Wow, so we got more colors, so that's one thing. And then with the larger kits, the Painting Fairy brand also will break up the symbols by type to make it easier for you. Like you see all of these number 2s. That way you can take a look at it, and it makes it a little bit easier to figure out when you can see them all together. So, and they do that with all of their larger kits. So that is always very nice. And then, of course, we have our beautiful pattern. And again, I'm not going to show you the whole thing, just enough for you to get an idea. You can see the printing very well, even in this lighting. It's very, very good printing. All right, so what I was saying is what I would normally do is when I put this all back in the case here, what I will probably do, normally I would leave like this up on the one side, and then I would put this up on the other side so I can keep it in the envelope and just refer to it. But because this one also has the symbols here in the boxes, I will probably do it like this, where I put one on one side and then one on the other, so I can just flip them over as I want to look at it. All right, but we'll put that back together in a moment. I just want to verify first that it matches the canvas. Now with Painting Fairy brand, they have always matched the canvas, so I anticipate that it will. All right, so let's take a look now at the Painting Fairy one. And it's probably going to be the same problem. Probably not going to be able to show you the whole thing. I'll have to insert a picture, but look at this beautiful canvas. So bright white, so beautiful. And look at all this extra that they have around the picture on the canvas. And again, let me take a look at, let's compare that to, yeah, see, look at the difference here. Look at the difference in the extra border around the Spring brand version versus the border around the Painting Fairy cross-stitch brand. I mean, come on. And this makes it so much easier to put it in a frame or to do whatever you want to do with it when you are completely done. So now so far we have the Painting Fairy brand has more floss colors, and it has way more border around the stitch part of the canvas. So already a winner. And let's just take a look at this. Now, again, it's going to be, I'm not going to be able to show you, oh, this, I'm so sorry, this lighting, I really should just wait it until daylight, but I just have so many to do. But look at this. Just look at this gorgeous printing. I mean, and again, let's just compare for a moment. That same, let me get to that same part of the canvas that has been rolled up all this time because I haven't worked on this corner. But look at, let me push this up here a little bit, and then look at the difference. That's so much stuff. I moved my computer over here to my desk just because where it was, I just don't like to use it. But look at the difference. Look at I mean, it is clear as day, the difference of this compared to this beautiful canvas. All right. And again, up until the last several months when some of these brands come out, like the Painting Fairy cross stitch brand that I had not been familiar with when I first started stitching, up until that time, the Spring brand was one of my absolute favorites. And even with that, look at the difference. I mean, it's just crazy, the difference. All right, so then I'm just going to kind of fold it this way so you can see the rest of it, because again, I can't show it all. It's just too large. Oh, it looks like I do have some kind of ink got on here. I'm not overly worried though, just because this ink is made to all wash out when you're complete. So all that you are left with when you are done is this beautiful bright combed cotton and your stitches. All the ink will be gone, and I anticipate this will be too. But it did, for whatever reason, it looks like an ink smudge there. All right, now it is not on the canvas itself. It is on the border, and again, I'm sure it will come out, but we'll find out at one point when I am done, which will be a long time in the future, but nevertheless. All right, let's take a closer look. Let's see how close we can get. All right, and again, this shadow. Oh my gosh. Trying to get the light better, but okay. All right, so what you're seeing is the shadow from the crease, but you can certainly see the gorgeous printing. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. This is such a beautiful stitch. I do look forward to one day seeing this done. And again, I have seen it completed, though not from the Painting Fairy cross stitch brand, which you can see is absolutely superior. Let me put this back up. Absolutely superior to even the Spring brand, which I always thought was really great. All right, let us go ahead and take a look at our floss. Just leave that like that. All right, give me a moment while I get this out of the crinkly paper, or plastic rather. All right, so let's just see, make sure I counted these right. Because it's odd that it would, normally they have the same number, at least in my experience, when you get it from another company, it's the same color of floss. So maybe I just missed some duplicates. We do have some extra that was here. Beautiful green color. Does have the number on here, so you do know which one it is when you need it. And let's see, each of these cards have 30. So that'd be 30, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. Yeah, see, 71. It does have more colors. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's take a little, well, I don't want to take it out. They always put these beautiful bows. I love the bows. I don't want to take it out. But I'll probably wind up messing it up. Now with the Fairy brand, they do not do it numerically. They do it by DMC color, which I actually prefer. Let us try to just take a closer look at these. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take that bow out. I'm just going to be taking it out anyway. And you know what I've started using these for? Let me just show you really quick. I got my little drawer right here. let me get in here and I'll show you what I like to do with these now. Rather than just get rid of them, these floss cards that I have, or these little floss drops rather, acrylic floss drops, for my smaller projects, I just use them for that because I don't have enough rings for everything I have. Oop. So I started using these as to hold my little floss drops for smaller projects. And I'll just tie this in a knot when I have them all on there. So that's what I've started using that for. Just an idea for you. Maybe you guys have different ideas. Something else that you use them for. And if you do, be sure to leave a comment and let everybody know what that is, including me, because I'd love to know. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at these. Again, remember we did have our extra one here. And then we'll just take a look at this like this. And hope that there's not too much shadow. Oh, look at these colors. Wow, wow, wow. I love these colors. So pretty. All right. There's that one. We'll look at them all together a little better here in a moment. But just to kind of get an idea of them. And I'm sorry for the noise you hear. Cats are... You know what? Hold on a moment. Okay. Cats wanted to look outside. Had to open the blinds. All right. There we go. I lost track if I showed you this side, so if it's a repeat, I do apologize. All right, then that is that one. I love some of these colors in here. Just gorgeous. All of them together, though, make for a beautiful, beautiful canvas. Look at that. Just gorgeous. And, of course, the Painting Fairy brand does use Egyptian cotton. Absolutely beautiful. I just want to work on everything at one time. It's so hard. All right, and then all together, take a look at this. Look at these pretty colors. And that is a lot of floss on here. But look at that. Look at all these colors. Beautiful, beautiful kit. European Town, I think, is a fan favorite. I know a lot of people probably already have it. A lot of people have probably already finished it. But if you are one of those people who has not finished it like me, and you would like an opportunity to do it with the Painting Fairy brand, remember, for a limited time, they do have this for on sale for $19.90. It will not last forever. And of course, you can use that Callie Jenny discount code to save some more money. All right, so let's just do a recap. And again, I can't show you this whole thing, so we're just going to do it kind of like this. But I will have inserted that picture so you can see. Let's put all this here. All right, then we got our extra floss. And of course, we got our gorgeous booklet, which this does. This actually doesn't even have the symbol legend on the canvas itself. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't with the Painting Fairy brand. But the one thing I can tell you is whether it does or not, this paper chart always matches. And this is what I like to go by anyway. And again, I will just put it back in here like this. This on one side and that one on the other side. So it'll be like this inside this envelope. So I can just keep it in there and flip it over. All right, so that is everything we got in our Painting Fairy brand kit. Remember, our tools were in a separate bag. And let me know what you guys think, all right? So I'm going to pause here just for a moment. Might insert a tiny bit of music just to show you the side-by-side so you have a moment to take a really good look. And really quick, while you are doing that, again, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by and hanging out with me, checking out my video. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the differences between the two brands. And if this is one you already finished, say, hey, let me know. If this is one you already finished. And if you did you put it on your wall? I know it's a really large one, but I want to do it and I want to somehow find a wall to put it on. All right, if everybody could hit that thumbs up button for me, it helps other cross-stitch enthusiasts find their way to me. And again, if you have not already subscribed and you enjoyed the video, Please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so you are notified when I upload. All right, everyone. I hope you will all have a very safe week, a very blessed week. I will see you in the next one. It is time to get stitchy with it. Bye-bye.